U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Secretary of Defense Lloyd met with Philippine leaders at the U.S. State Department as the two countries began their largest joint military drills Tuesday.
With the backdrop of increased tensions with China over Taiwan and Beijing's aggression in the South China Sea, Voice of America Pentagon correspondent Carla Babb gives us the details.
U.S. and Filipino soldiers launched Balikatan military drills in the Philippines as leaders from the two nations met in Washington for the first such talks in 7 years.
At today's meeting, we redoubled our commitment to modernizing the Philippine-U.S. alliance, recognizing that our partnership will need to play a stronger role in preserving an international law-based international order.
I'm excited about the ability to increase interoperability and look forward to continuing our great work together.
Those words are a far cry from the state of U.S.-Philippine relations just 3 years ago, when then President Rodrigo Duterte openly disapproved of the military alliance.
The U.S.-Philippine alliance is really having a once-in-a-generation moment right now, where both sides have realized, maybe for the first time in a couple decades, that they really need each other.
The Philippines is among the least developed of America's military allies in the region, and it faces an acute threat from one of the world's most powerful militaries, China.
For more than a decade, 3 Philippine presidents now, Beijing has just refused to give the Philippines some breathing space in the South China Sea.
In 2012, China pushed the Philippines out of Scarborough Shoal, a territory well within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone in the South China Sea, and claimed it as Chinese territory. Both sides have militarized islands in the South China Sea and are in constant conflict. That's the Chinese Coast Guard telling a Philippine Coast Guard plane last month to immediately leave what it called Chinese territory over the disputed Spratly Islands. The U.S. and the Philippines have now agreed on U.S. access to 4 new bases in the Philippines, key locations near the contested South China Sea and Taiwan, another geopolitical flashpoint looming large in the region.
Our goal is peace, security, stability, creating opportunity. It's not to engage in a new Cold War. It's not to contain China.
China completed 3 days of military exercises around Taiwan on Monday, which included a drill that simulated precision strikes on the island. The Chinese Communist Party has vowed to control the democratic island by 2027, using force if necessary. Carla Babb, VOA News, Washington.